Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to y'all with something a little bit different. It's my first chit chat get ready with me video. I'm just going to walk you guys through how I do my makeup. I don't wear makeup every day, but if I feel like doing makeup, this is typically the look that I go for. I did my eyebrows before coming to this video. If you want to see an eyebrow tutorial, let me know in the comments below and I can definitely do that for you guys. Just let me know. But I'm just gonna get started with my makeup. Oh, also my hair, they are in braids. I did a braid out last night. I'm looking a little bit ratchet, but that is alright because at the end of the video, I'm going to take the braids out and show y'all what it looks like. So first, I'm just going to start by putting on some chapstick. I'm a little like OCD when it comes to my lips. Like I love my lips to be moisturized all the time. It's a little bizarre, but I've been that way since I was a child. Like my lips cannot be dry. It's just not my thing. And then I'm going to prime my face using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I love this stuff. It works so well. And I just put that over my whole face. I kind of like overdo it a little bit, but it's okay. It's primer. You're able to do that. And I just kind of fan it and let it dry. So I would go in with the Smashbox Photo Finish regular primer, and then I'll put that in areas where I want it to be extra prime. So I'll put that on my nose so that I don't have any pores that show through my makeup. Because I have like huge pores sometimes and they're just not cute. So you just want to make sure that those are all covered up. And then I also will do it on where I have laugh lines usually. And then for my foundation, I'm going to go in with Cover FX. This is their Natural Finish Oil-Free Foundation. And this is in the color N90. So I really love this makeup. It's very lightweight, mattifying. It looks really good for everyday makeup. Like if you want something that's not too heavy, you want something that's a little bit more lightweight, I will highly suggest this one. It looks good for every day. So I just apply this on the brush. Sometimes I'll apply it on the brush, sometimes I'll apply it on my face. It just depends on like what I'm going for. But it just blends very smoothly and very nicely. In my face, I used to have a lot of dark marks. I still have some like along the sides, but I've been getting rid of them. And it's taken a while. It's taken months and months, but I used to have really bad acne scarring, and what I've been using is the Murad, I think it's called the Rapid Skin Lightening Serum, but I just use that and I apply it all over my face, and it doesn't make my whole face lighter. It really just lightens the dark marks, and I love that because I don't know, like I'm not a fan of scarring. I don't know who is, but it's been working really well. And as you can see on my forehead, it's pretty much clear. So if you have dark marks, I would highly recommend it. If you guys want to see a routine on my skincare, let me know. I've never done that on my channel. I know that you guys really enjoy watching my Bible study videos, and I will continue to do those for y'all in my chit chat videos. But just let me know if there's anything else you want to see. Because I'm a naturalista. I have natural curly hair. I've been natural for about 5 years now. 5 years. So just let me know what y'all want to see and I will definitely do that for you guys. Definitely want to just keep bringing more content. So now I'm going to go in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Medium Dark 3 Amande. This is like my go-to concealer. It's a little expensive. I think it's like $30, but it lasts a pretty long time if you use it sparingly. I'll use this as well as my LA Girl Pro Concealer. This one kind of gives more of a natural, this one gives a little bit more of a natural highlight. I would wear makeup every day if it didn't take so long to do. Like sometimes I can do a really short or quick look, but that's the thing that really keeps me from wearing makeup every day. And also I feel like your skin just needs to breathe. Okay. So now I'm going to use this beauty blender and I'm just going to blend it out. So do any of y'all ever feel like you need to take your faith to the next level? That's just kind of how I've been feeling lately. Like I just feel like I'm missing something. And it's just crazy because you can grow up Christian, grow up in the church, and still, you know, kind of be missing a relationship with God for yourself. So I just feel like lately I've just really been trying to grow in my relationship with God on a personal level. Like, you can go to church your whole life and you can know about God and still not know God for yourself. So I would say over the past 2 years, I've really been on a journey to get to know God for myself, and I'm just not okay with just being complacent in my faith. I always want to do better, I always want to grow. Does anyone else feel that way? Like, I always feel like I'm just trying to do better, just do better. Like, God, what is it that you want me to do for my life? So right now I'm using the Black Opal Cream Stick Foundation, and I use this as a contour, and this is in the color Black Walnut. I just wipe my brush on it and I'll just draw on my face like this. But yeah, I'm just in a place where I really want to grow my walk. Like, I don't watch TV as much as I used to. I think I don't even watch TV at all. Like, I didn't even watch TV at all this past week. I don't listen to you know, secular music. Like, the more I've grown in my faith, the more I've wanted to just feed my spirit more. I read more books, I watch more sermons online. I just really am trying to grow spiritually, and you know, I'm going to continue to keep making faith-based content here on my channel. But just let me know, like, what is it that y'all struggle with as Christians, especially if you're like a younger Christian and you're newer in your walk. Like, what is it that you struggle with the most? Because I think it's so easy to be distracted, and you know, maybe you're in school or you're working and you just don't feel like you have as much time as you would want to have to put towards your faith and put towards your relationship with God. And I just know, for me personally, like, I know a relationship is supposed to be more than just going to church on Sunday. Like, I know it's supposed to be more than that. So when hard times come, do you tremble or do you trust in the Lord? I think it's so much easier to trust in God after He delivers you, after He brings you through that tough situation. You're like, okay, God, like, I trust you. You came through for me. But how well do you trust God in the middle of a trial, in the middle of a storm, in the middle of not knowing where to go? How well do you believe that He's going to direct your paths? I think that's really like the testing of like your faith, is when it comes to those certain moments. And I've had a lot of those moments, you know, since moving back to Illinois from Houston. I'm not sure, you know, like what direction to go. I've been interviewing like a few different places, but it's just kind of like, God, what do you want me to do? You know, because it's so easy for us to plan our own lives. And I've said this multiple times, but it's so easy for us to plan our own lives that it's just like, okay, I know I can plan, I know I can strategize, but like, what is it that God wants me to do? So I think that's kind of like where I am in my faith, like just learning to surrender more. So I'll use like a contour brush from e.l.f. and then I'll use the same foundation, and I'll just outline the side of my nose. But I think we all get to a place in our faith walk where we're just like, okay, like, I need to really be doing this thing. Like, I need to have faith in all circumstances. I need to be joyous daily. Like, I don't have room to be negative. I don't have room to be down. And what I think about faith is, I think that it's a continual walk. It's a continual journey. You can't just become complacent. Like, okay, I'm fine with what I'm doing now, and I don't need to grow anymore. Thanks, God, I got it from here. It's like, no, like, it's just becoming reliant in God every single day. Just learning to rely on God every day in every situation, and know that, you know, you really aren't in control. And I think for me, like, I'm the sort of person who loves to be in control. I love to know what's going on. I love to know like what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. But you know, in life, you really don't have that much control. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go in with my Becca Perfect Skin Mineral Powder Foundation, and I'm just going to just warm up my look a little bit from the concealer that I added, and just kind of set it a little bit. You just kind of get to the point where you really have to surrender. Like, you can't do everything on your own. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I love this powder. It's just perfect for like setting your concealer and your makeup, and it doesn't give you any flashback. It's just perfect. And I just will take this and I'll put it on my beauty blender like this, and I'm just going to put it under my eyes. So yeah, just let me know, like, what is it that y'all struggle with as you're in your walk? Because for me, I'd say the biggest thing that I'm learning is just to keep surrendering to God and just giving it to God, giving everything to God. God, where do you want me to go? God, where do you want me to work? And just taking the guesswork off of myself and really surrendering to God. And I think that for a lot of people, surrendering to God can be scary. It's just like, well, God, like, what is it that you want me to do? How do I know if it's God's voice versus my own voice? But what I'm realizing is that I think God's voice is just when things start falling into place in a way where you just couldn't have done it yourself. Like, my move back to Chicago was nothing but God, because everything lined up. I mean, everything. From like when I left my job to when my lease was up. I thought my lease was going to be longer, and it happened to just be a 14-month lease. Like, who even signs a 14-month lease? Like, there were just all these different things that were lining up. Like, Corey was able to come and help me move, and you know, just everything was lining up. So I know it was God's will for me to move back, and now it's just kind of deciding, you know, what to do now, what to do next. I think when it comes to making choices, we really just want to make them ourselves. But, you know, God's just like, hey, I'm here. I can order your steps. Trust in me with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. Submit to me in all your ways, and I will make your path straight. Like, it's not in the Bible for fun. Like, it's real life. So I think it's really, when you grow stronger in your faith, you just have to realize that this faith, it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy, but it is possible, and God will order your steps. God will direct your path if you seek Him. He will do that for you. So I think for me, it's just really learning to just let go and just let God, and it's so much easier said than done. But, you know, I'm sure I'm not the only person who is learning, you know, to be more reliant on the Lord. So now I'm going to do some blush. I'm obsessed with this blush. This is NARS blush in Seduction, and I'm just going to apply this to my cheeks. I think a great thing that helps me is just reading books. I love reading faith books. I love reading things that, oh, and I'm about to tightline my eyes with this L'Oreal Carbon Black Pencil Perfect Concealer, or Pencil Perfect Eyeliner. Why did I say concealer? Pencil Perfect Eyeliner, and I got this from Walgreens. This is like my favorite eyeliner, and it's just from the drugstore. I'm just going to tightline my eyes with this. But yeah, reading books really helps me. Getting into the Bible helps me just to learn it for myself. You know, you grow up in church and you just hear the pastors preach. Sometimes you just want to go into the Bible and learn things more for yourself. Obviously, like in conjunction with going to church, I think that it's great to just make Bible study a part of your everyday life. Using a mascara, this is the Voluminous Miss Manga mascara from L'Oreal. I think that it's important to incorporate God into our everyday lives. We can't just incorporate Him on Sunday. We have to incorporate Him every day. And I think that is really like what helps people to grow closer in their faith and really build a relationship with the Lord, when you don't just keep your relationship on one day of the week, but every day you strive to make choices to be closer to Him. So it's like, okay, am I going to watch Wendy Williams? Am I going to watch The Real? Am I going to watch all these shows? Or am I going to spend some time in the presence of God? So you can do that by listening to worship music. You can do that by watching sermons. Yo, I always get mascara all over my face. I just don't understand. And you can just do that by maybe journaling, having like a journal where you journal to God and you write your prayers. That really helps me. There's just so many different ways where you can seek God, and I think, you know, your faith grows as you continue to pursue God over this world. And that's what I've been doing. And I, you know, didn't wake up one day like, I'm not going to listen to music, I'm not going to watch as much TV. But over time, like when you really want to grow, you have to do something differently. So I know that you can't grow and develop in your walk if you do the same exact stuff. You have to, you know, continue to grow and mature in your walk. So something that I pray is that God helps me to mature in my walk and helps me to grow in relation to Him. And that's something that really comforts me during this age. So I'm going to use my Becca highlight. I don't know if y'all can see this, but this is in the color Topaz. But yeah, one of the biggest things I learned is that, you know, faith comes, but you have to seek God in order to get it. I think it's important to take it a step further. You know, just do the best that you can, because you only have one life. And I'm just grateful that I have God, because without God, I would be a lost hot mess. I really just, you know, like to take advantage of the time that I have and just spend it more wisely. Now for my lips, I'm going to use a Buxom plumping lip gloss in the color Dolly. Doesn't really plump your lips that much. It just kind of like, it's a cute gloss. I tried to do it and I asked my boyfriend Corey, I'm like, do my lips look big? And he was like, no, they look the exact same. So they really don't plump, but that's fine, you know. I don't care. And if you want a more natural look, you can just kind of leave it at this. The makeup that I go for, the look I always go for, is just natural. I really don't want to look super cakey, super made up. I never really do eyeshadow. That's why I don't do many makeup videos, because this is just the extent of what I do. I just like my makeup to look very natural. So now I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the color Sepia. And I'm almost out, but I'm going to scrape it. I'm going to scrape it and see what else I can get out. And this is like a really pretty brown color, so I'm just going to put this on top. And this is just perfect for every day. And yeah, that's it for my makeup. Now I'm just going to go ahead and take out these braids and show y'all what my hair looks like. I haven't done a braid out in forever, and I know I look really ratchet, but it's alright. We all do sometimes. So I'm going to use this Monoi oil from Carol's Daughter. I'm going to put it on my fingertips so that as I take my hair out, I don't make my you know, my hair more frizzy. I'm not like the most delicate when it comes to this. Like, I'm just going to take them out. Just let me know what y'all want to see more on my channel. Would y'all like to see more makeup videos? Would y'all like to see more hair videos? More chit chat, get ready with me like this? Just let me know. But you know, in 2017, I'm going to post as much as I can. And I just have like a lot of goals. I'm going to speed this up because this is going to take forever if I sit here and talk through it all. So this is the result of my braid out. I think that it came out really nicely. Just gonna smooth down the front a little bit. So I'm just gonna take some more of this oil and just put it along my edges because they look a little dry, but they always look dry, so that's nothing new. Down a little bit. I don't feel like using the edge control. I'm just gonna leave it like this. So this is it. This is pretty much the look that I will do on any day that I'm going out, or if I feel like wearing makeup. And this is just an easy hairstyle if you just want to break from your natural hair, because trust me, y'all, I do. Let me know in the comments below if y'all can relate to anything that I was talking about from a faith level. You know, being a Christian is not always the easiest, but I think that having a community helps. So just feel free to comment down below. Feel free to respond to other people's comments, and I will hop in there as well, because I really want y'all to feel like this is a community where you guys can talk and just discuss things that you're going through and have a place to turn to. So anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.